After the emotional wins last night with coming from behind twice, you're down 10-7, you get the 4th spot at the top of the 7th inning, including George Springer's 2-run bomb, and then you're getting no hit in the second game of the doubleheader through 6 innings, and then you score 11 spot in the top half of the 7th inning, and you come from behind to win both games and to really just change the tides of the series. It was wild. But as a Jays fan, we come into today, we're like, man, we just need a laugher here. Like, none of this emotional, stressful nonsense against the Baltimore flipping Orioles. We need a laugher. And the boys responded with, oh yeah, we got you. We got you. Because the Jays dropped 22 runs today. 22-7 whomping from the Toronto Blue Jays. Massive W. The offense got it done early, and they got it done often. And there were so many things to talk about when it comes to this game. I'm going to start with the crazy stats that I picked out of this game. You date back to yesterday's 7th inning, and you take the first 3 innings of today's game, they scored 27 runs in 4 innings. And that's just unheard of. And if you want to say, okay, well, they've also scored 44 runs in 2 games. That's insane. This Toronto Blue Jays squad is ridiculous right now. Now, they are playing the Baltimore Orioles, a horrendous baseball team. But they scored 44 runs in 2 days, man. That is insane stuff. Now, obviously, this is a big one because they've won 3 straight now. They obviously had the 8-game winner. They lost 1. Now they've won 3 in a row. Big time. We'll get the upcoming series in a little bit, guys. We know that's the massive one against Tampa at Rogers Center. But let's break this puppy down. And I'm not even going to say, you know, oh, this guy did this and it makes it this game, like a 3-0 game or something like that. I am not going to do that because I will lose count and that will be a disaster waiting to happen. Top of the 1st inning with the bases loaded and nobody out. Teoscar Hernandez gets hit by a pitch just above the knee and we're like, oh, okay, he's okay. Okay, we're good. Scary stuff there. Luckily, it was a breaking ball, not a fastball, but the Jays lead at 1-0 now. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. comes up. The bases loaded. He has 3 grand slams already this year. Make that 4! 4th grand slam of the season for Gurriel. Teo, Vladdy, Simeon come in to score. 5-0 Jays lead. I wanted to say that, though, because the Blue Jays have given up runs in the 1st inning in back-to-back game. Well, I guess it's technically not Thomas Hatch, but if you go back to game 1 of the series and the first game of the doubleheader, they had runs in the 1st inning, and that was not pretty at all. Robbie Ray wasn't great. Ryu wasn't great in the 1st innings of both games. So the Jays are like, all right, enough of this nonsense of not scoring any runs early. We're going to drop a 5 spot early on. And then Vladdy, in the top of the 2nd inning, is like, well, hold on a second, fellas. I haven't driven in an RBI yet. And I know we're only in the 2nd inning, but I got to get in on the action. And he absolutely hits a laser beam to left field. The question was, is it going to be fair? You had the distance, fair it's gone, and it was fair. Home run number 44 for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. If Shohei Ohtani did not hit a home run today, he now ties Shohei Ohtani for the big league lead in home runs, and he ties his dad's record for a single season. Insane stuff. The kid's only 22. The Phenom is getting it done, and the Jays are now up 6-0. They're feeling fantastic to this point. However, the Orioles start to get back into it, bottom of the 2nd inning. You get Gutierrez in an RBI groundout. Santander comes in to score. Then Austin Wynns hits an RBI single. Mateo and Urias come in to score. It's a 6-3 game now. They cut the deficit right in half. And the Jays are like, no. We're not. See, this is how you expand on a lead, Baltimore. Here we go. Danny Jansen RBI double, top of the 3rd inning. Grichuk and Gurriel come in to score. Beautiful. Next up, Breivik Valera. He hits an RBI single. Jansen comes in to score. Then Jake Lamb hits his first home run as a Toronto Blue Jay to right field. Let's keep this line going. And then Teoscar Hernandez comes up, does not get hit by a pitch, but instead he absolutely just jumps all over like a 92-mile-an-hour fastball right down Broadway. You don't do that to Teo, and he crushes it. Just beautiful sounding like yesterday's home run in the same spot to right center field, and it's a grand slam for Teo. 2 grand slams in the game for the Toronto Blue Jays. And we're still in the 3rd inning. Insane stuff. And the boys weren't even done. Breivik Valera hits an RBI double. Jansen and Gurriel come in to score. And at this point in time, the Jays are up 16-3. What? That's remarkable. You know, and then they start to get back into it a little bit. Ryan Mountcastle with a solo bomb off of Steven Matz to give them one run back. They're now down only, what was it, 16? It was 16-3? Yeah, I believe it's then 16-4. But then Gurriel's like, no, I'm going to one-up that because he goes deep for a second time. This time was an absolute moonshot. It was a curveball on the inner half, maybe even off the plate inside. But Gurriel, when he's going, he does not miss a damn thing. And we have not seen this Gurriel in quite some time. But man, September Lourdes Gurriel is on fire. Two-run bomb there for him in the top half of the fifth. Teoscar Hernandez come in to score 18-4 Blue Jays. And they weren't done. They go to the next inning, top of the sixth. Gurriel then walks with the bases loaded. He had a chance literally to have 10 RBIs in the game if he had a grand slam there. But he takes the bases loaded walk, very calm, cool, and collected AB for Lourdes. Brings home Jake Lamb, another RBI for Gurriel. And the Jays are now 19-4. Holy crap, my math is still intact. And then Grichuk gets an RBI single. Dickerson comes in to score. It is 20-4 Blue Jays. Then Danny Jansen hits an RBI single. Gurriel and Teoscar Hernandez come in to score. It's 22-4 Blue Jays. Are you nuts? And Trent Thornton gives him a solo shot to Santander, you know, then the bottom of the seventh inning, wins a solo bomb, then Hayes hits an RBI double scoring Stewart to make it 22-7. But that is all she wrote. The boys, they get it done today, baby! They've won 3 of 4 against the Orioles. They now have a 3-game winning streak. And are you ready to hear these offensive numbers? Because there are some good ones. Here we go. Bo Bichette went 2 for 4, scored a couple runs. Vladdy went 1 for 3 in the ball game. 3 runs scored, 1 RBI on the home run that he hit. And he walked twice in the game as well. Teoscar Hernandez went 2 for 3 in the ball game, scored 4 runs, 5 RBIs and in a home run, and got hit twice. Yeah, he got hit again, this time on the hand with a fastball. I'm like, I'm ready to kill a Baltimore Oriole right now. Like, just come on now. None of that nonsense. That's all right. He's okay. Teo stayed in the game. Everything was okay. And here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr.'s numbers. He went 2 for 3, 5 runs scored, 7 RBIs, 2 home runs, and he walked 3 times. Gurriel is as locked in as you can be right now. It is insane stuff. Let's keep going. Randall Grichuk went 3 for 6 with a run scored and RBI. Just give Randall Grichuk the Baltimore Orioles. He'll do just fine. And then Danny Jansen went 4 for 6 with 2 doubles, 2 runs scored, 4 RBIs. Big day for the catcher, Danny Jansen. Sorry, guys. And Breivik Valera even went 2 for 6 with 3 RBIs. The Jays had a total of 19 hits, 8 strikeouts, and 8 walks. They walked as many times as they struck out in this game. That is ludicrous stuff. Big-time offense for the Blue Jays. Now, pitching-wise, which is going to be overlooked by a ton, and understandably so, Steven Matz went 6 innings on 6 hits, 5 runs, 6 strikeouts, and he walked. 2 runs. Well, Matz wasn't very good against the Baltimore Orioles, and even with the big lead, there's no pressure on him. I get that. You also got to think about it. He was sitting down for how long? How many times? He had a 5 spot in the first inning before he could even touch the mound. Then they had a 10-run third inning. How long was he sitting for that? How can you get any sort of momentum in any groove as a pitcher? You just can't. So for Steven Matz, he gave you 6 innings. That's all I look at this start from Steven Matz. I don't care what he did. I still have faith in the guy. He gave us 6 innings, and that's the more important thing to me, all right? Trent Thornton, as much as he's not very good, he gave you 2 innings in a game that was laughable, and you just needed a guy to eat some innings up. 2 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs, 4 strikeouts, and he walked 1. And then Julian Merriweather, a very nice sight. He went a clean inning, no hits, no walks, no strikeouts, no runs there in the top half of the 9th inning to close out the ball game, and the Blue Jays win it 22-7. Insane stuff, man. Insane stuff from the Toronto Blue Jays. Now, let us move on, because the next stretch for the Blue Jays is really important. I mean, every game down the stretch is important, obviously. But the fact that you play the division-leading Tampa Bay Rays 6 of the next 9 games, it's going to be tough. 3 here, 3 at Rogers Center, day off, 3 against Minnesota at home at Rogers Center. Then you go to Tampa, to abysmal Tropicana Field for 3 games. This is going to tell the tale of the Toronto Blue Jays season. How are you going to face the best team in the American League East? If the Tampa Bay Rays take the first place, I don't know where they are in the standings with Houston and the White Sox and whatnot for division leaders, but if they end up first place in the entire American League record-wise, and let's say we get into the wild card, and let's say we win the wild card, we got to play Tampa. So this series, this 6 out of 9, is a really big measuring stick game for this Toronto Blue Jays squad. It really is. Now, we got to take it one game at a time, though. Tomorrow night is game 1 of the 3-game set at Rogers Center. That place better be booming, because this team just went 7-1 on the road and have a wild card spot. Rogers Center, Toronto, let's get dialed in here. And if you don't have a ticket to tomorrow's game or any of the games against the Tampa Bay Rays, get a damn ticket and scream your damn head off, because these boys, they love the home crowd. We love the home crowd. And we want to see some more W's against the division-leading Tampa Bay Rays. Now, game 1 is tomorrow night. It's a 7:07 first pitch there at Rogers Center, obviously. Ryan Yarbrough, the Jays enemy. We always hate the soft-throwing lefties. Ryan Yarbrough has not been having a good year, but the Toronto Blue Jays do not feel like facing Ryan Yarbrough. So we will see what happens tomorrow. However, Alek Manoah gets the ball for the Jays, and he has not been great over his last couple outings, but his couple starts against the Tampa Bay Rays, I believe, his first one was phenomenal. I can't remember what the second one was. He's faced Tampa twice. This will be the 3rd time. So let's see what the big fella gets it done in game 1 of the 3-game series against Tampa. All right, so you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and you enjoyed this afternoon's game, because if you didn't, you're just not a Jays fan. That's blatantly obvious. Hit that like button if you guys enjoyed this one. Hit the subscribe button if you guys not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, your thoughts on the game. Would you like, would you not like from today's ball game? From the Toronto Blue Jays, Twitter is down below for myself. Follow, send me a DM to that great stuff, guys. The Instagram link is down below, so follow up there if you've not done so already. And I will talk to you guys, Jays Edition, tomorrow, post-game, Jays-Rays, game 1 at Rogers Center. Ryan Yarbrough gets the hill for the Tampa Bay Rays. Alek Manoah gets the ball for the Blue Jays. 7:07 first pitch there at Rogers Center. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and we will talk to you guys then.